additional research covering high coverage whole genome sequences of 15 sub-Saharan African hunter-gatherer males shows signs that the ancestors of the hunter-gatherers interbred with one or more archaic human populations probably around 40,000 years ago, suggesting that the archaic African population and modern humans diverged around 1.2 to 1.3 million years ago. In addition, protein in the saliva of certain African populations, such as the Yoruba tribe, shows evidence that a species of archaic humans contributed DNA into their gene pool, pointing to an extinct group of archaic humans which appear to have contributed DNA into the gene pool of modern populations in West Africa. In other words, sub-Saharan Africans could not possibly have populated or turned into Europeans. They did not leave Africa and magically mutate 35,000 years ago, as they carry archaic DNA not found in the genome of Cro-Magnons. In fact, the evidence suggests things happened the other way around, where Cro-Magnon, fully modern, carrying some Neanderthal admixture, entered into Africa, mated with archaic species, which, as I said earlier, are 1.2 to 1.3 million years diverged from modern humans, crossbred with archaic hominids such as Homo erectus, which is now considered extinct, but who live on in the hybridized genetics of modern sub-Saharan Africans who have a greater cranial capacity today than Homo erectus had, thanks to this hybridization.
A news release by the Australian National University notes, citing new archaeological research, that Homo erectus, an extinct species of primitive humans, went extinct in part because they were lazy. The statement goes on to say, an archaeological excavation of ancient human populations in the Arabian Peninsula during the early Stone Age found that Homo erectus used least effort strategies for tool-making and collecting resources. Researchers say this laziness, paired with an inability to adapt to a changing climate, likely played a role in the species going extinct.
Although hardly publicized
energy saving equals
there's
lazy.
more published scientific research
What's
refuting
the
out of
fuck?
Africa replacement model, showing that sub-Saharan Africans did not leave Africa within the past 60,000 years.
I literally have to save energy to survive with food
races.
scarcity, but
And in fact, it was quite the opposite.
I guess
Where fully
let's do 100 fucking push-ups every day
into Africa,
while fucking
super
not having food for tomorrow secured
inside of Africa, giving rise to the modern sub-Saharan populations that still reside there today, that never left except through the relatively recent slave trade. The modern out-of-Africa argument really began in the 1970s, before scientists had the luxury of a fully sequenced human genome to compare to sequenced archaic hominin genomes, and was strictly based on a limited and poorly translated fossil record. The Afrocentric propaganda regarding mitochondrial Eve came about in the 1980s and was pushed by anthropologists in the 1990s, such as Professor Stringer, who has since backtracked considerably on his model of replacement without admixture.
So certainly, I'm thinking a lot about species concepts. I'm thinking about the out of Africa model, but I've come around to thinking that it wasn't a simple origin. 20 years ago, I would have argued that the origin was maybe in one place, maybe in East Africa or in South Africa.